What are you doing, Kayla?
I'm admiring this beauty right here that finally showed up after so long. I think we were supposed to get it like May 18th or something. And it is now June 29th.
Looks pretty clean.
Looks pretty clean. Really excited. Got it from a company called Go Powertrain. This is a Titan engine, so we're going to put it to the test and see how it works. We have a lot to do, a lot of putting together to do, but it's nice that we can finally get started working on this again. We ordered a new fan shroud that's for the 6-cylinder TJ. I don't think we have it out here.
We do have it out here. It's right here.
We do. So as you guys know, if you've been following the story, we're moving the engine forward. And we needed a shorter fan shroud in order to make that possible. The fan shroud that comes with the TJ...
It's not in here.
It's right here. Oh, that's the other 4-cylinder. So anyways, we're going to be installing this. We're going to be hooking everything up, getting the fluids all going, lengthening any wires that we need to. And then we'll be able to go play. I can't wait. Everybody's out playing right now. So stay tuned.
As you can see, we got the engine positioned in the Jeep, and the transmission's on the engine, the Ecobox is on the tranny, and the transfer case is on the Ecobox. And right now the whole drivetrain is sitting approximately where it needs to be. Now the next thing we're going to start working on today is, this is a 6-cylinder fan shroud for a TJ, and we figured the best way to get the engine lined up is we're going to put the fan shroud on and put the front engine accessories back together. The only thing that we've put on the engine, obviously the flywheel and the clutch, and then these motor brackets on the side, and then the timing chain cover. So we're going to put the rest of the stuff, accessories, back on the front of the engine. So we have the fan, and we're going to use the fan to line it up in the front with the fan shroud. And that'll let us know how far forward we can go. Right now the engine's back a little ways from where it's going to be. See, I can roll the Jeep and move that engine backwards or forwards. But we have it back a little way so we can put all these accessories together. Then once we get that together, we're going to put the drive shafts on, front and rear drive shafts, because the transfer case should be in the same spot. That's what we're going to use to line up where the transfer case goes. And then, of course, the skid plate, we'll put that back on. We've got some transmission to skid plate mounting to modify. And then there's a foot that goes between the Ecobox, this little bracket, between the Ecobox and the transfer case. We got to make a mount for that on the skid plate as well. So those things will help us get the engine and everything exactly where it needs to go. And then once we get to that point, we'll start fabbing up the motor mounts on the frame. These are what I cut off the frame. These are the factory frame brackets for the motor mounts. I want to reuse those so we can reuse the factory motor mounts. These are the factory motor mounts for a Jeep. And they're pretty inexpensive. You can buy them for like 15 bucks. So we might as well just reuse them. So I'll just have to mount these on the frame. We'll have to do some modifying to these, but that'll be tomorrow's project. It'll take us the rest of today to get all these accessories and everything lined up. So that's where we're at. Pretty excited that we got the engine and we're actually making forward progress. We got the front end all put together on the engine, put all the accessories on so we could line up the fan with the new fan shroud. We got it pretty well lined up. So we got that on there, and then underneath we put the front and rear drive shafts on.
So that we could get the back and forth measurement.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, we need to get the engine in the right place so the drive shaft is on, the rear drive shaft, front drive shafts. And then if you look under here, see if I can get this camera where you can see what we're doing. So now the next thing we need to work on is locating the transmission mount and the Ecobox mount. See where Kayla, that black thing she's pointing to is the Ecobox mount. And I'm going to put a stock TJ transmission mount under that to the transfer kit or to the skid plate. And then the stock transmission mount, we're going to put a cross member from frame rail to frame rail so that that'll support the drivetrain instead of having the drivetrain supported only by the skid plate. That'll make it easier to do maintenance. You don't have to have a jack to hold your transmission up while you're taking the skid plate off. So it'll be supported pretty good under there. We got to do some fabbing today. Yesterday was a lot of measuring and figuring out, and we've got everything pretty well, but the front of the Jeep is sitting up high because there's no weight of the engine in it. And so I gotta even the frame out so I can get the whole drivetrain in there straight. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna be working on today. And then also the motor mounts will need to be fabbed up and mounted to the frame. So that's what we're doing now. How's it going, Kayla?
Good. You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's bedtime!
There you go. All right. See you guys later.